Okay, here we have we don't even know the model number of this Zenith radio that I picked up at the George City Flea Market. It was an inside vendor. There was very, very little up there. You've probably seen the video that we shot today, and I'm not going to be doing anything on the radio here but give you a little close-ups of it. So this is not part one. As soon as I find the model number of this radio, I will let you know. Seems to be AM only. Case is in good shape. The volume, yes, volume dial cord slips. Well, yeah. I can probably try to clean it or something. You used to be able to put rosin on there, use anti-slip dial cord stuff years and years ago, but I don't have that stuff anymore. Yeah, turns left, but it doesn't want to turn right. So there may be a problem there, but I can't deal with dial cords, as you know. But as you look in here, there seems to be something, some kind of metal thing sticking out that's too big in diameter to be a shaft. And the knob does not come off, so I don't even know if these are the original knobs. So let me show you underneath. Like I say, this is just a quick show and tell, and I have no idea what the model is. I'll have to pull the radio out, and hopefully there's a schematic diagram on the inside of the cabinet that will maybe identify the radio. If not, it's going to be a mystery radio here. A little closer examination of the back, I still say that is a homemade antenna array back there. I don't really know. I need to find the model number, and there is nothing but patent numbers here. It is a Zenith, and that's all I can tell you about it. There's more to the back that was removed. You can see a screw here and a screw here. On the bottom, there is something that's worn off that probably was the model number, but it's virtually impossible to read, and I'll show you that now. And that is right here. Looks like model something or other. I can't make that out. It's on the bottom of the radio. But no way I can tell what that is. Looking down inside. Seems to be a big antenna array. There's a row of windings on the other side here. I don't see any paper on the back. We're not going to take the back off. I don't have time. We're going out later. Wife wants to go to Olive Garden while she feels good. So we are going to be doing that. So this is going to have to wait. Very hard to see in there. It's a lot of congestion. Stuff in the way here. This back seems to be a double back. The form that this antenna array is wound, there's windings on the other side, so the thing looks to be about an inch spacing between this one and the one behind it, and then it's wound in there. So I really don't know. That might be original, it might not be. Why is that half of the back missing, though, is a mystery. But the cord has been changed. It's kind of stiff, not cracked or anything, with the original plug on it. A period correct plug, I should say. But $20 is what I paid for it. I didn't argue with the guy. It's a damn good price. I even told him that's a fair price. And very rarely do I get a deal inside the Jewett City Flea Market. Yes, I didn't want to. You probably watched the Jewett City Flea Market video today. Tommy's editing it now. It's 12:30 in the afternoon right now at the time I'm making this video on a Sunday afternoon. And if you've seen it, the title is Tommy wanted to go to the Jewett City Flea Market today. So he really wanted to go. I didn't because I was short of cash. Nothing new. But I went anyways, and I'm glad I did. Yes, I left myself extremely short, but I'm not going to worry about it. If I passed on this, I would be kicking myself from here to hell. So there's no way I would have passed on it. I'm okay for the week, and that's it. So we're okay. I got money aside for other things that I need to take care of. So I'm okay. It's just that we won't be going to Jewett City next week. As you saw in that video, and I'm hoping that the video is going to be up there before this one. As you saw in that video, there's very few vendors, and I didn't bother videotaping them. Other than what you saw, Tommy and I went through quite a bit, and over 3 or 4 times actually, to the same vendors. And while Tommy was inside looking around on the second floor, I was on the other section of the second floor, and the guy that I got this from inside the building on the second floor of Jewett City, he has a lot of vintage equipment, quite a bit, stereo equipment mostly, stuff in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And he had this radio along with a UHF adapter that would go on an old TV if you remember the 1950s. You used to have these converters that would go from channel 14 to 82. And he had one of those up there. I didn't need it. I used to have those years ago myself. And this radio. So I said, I asked the guy. I had to wait for him because another vendor wasn't in charge there. And he said, the fellow that runs this will be back in a little while. So I waited. And I'm glad I did. And I saw this. And I said, what's the story on this radio here? What you asking for it? And he said $20. Says, okay. Because I couldn't see in the back, as I showed you on this video, I says, I think this is tube. I'm wondering if it was a conversion by someone, because of the way this back is. So he got a little flashlight out, and he looked in there, and he's got better eyes than me. You can see it's very, very difficult to see in there, and he could see vacuum tubes. And he said, let's plug it in and see if they light up. Well, I didn't like that too much. You never plug these things in. But as it was stone dead. So the tube is burned out, or, the 35Z5 or whatever's in here is probably open. So therefore, you don't have any AC on the filaments because of series string, and of course, no B plus either. So, but you never do that, But he did, and fortunately, nothing happened. But he could plainly see there was vacuum tubes in there. I was concerned that maybe somebody, because of his back, that somebody might have modified it and made it a solid state or something. People do crazy things like that. But as it is, as far as I know, it's original. It's a mystery as to this type of antenna. They're usually wound in a different way around like this. parallel to the sides of the cabinet versus up and down like this is. But probably wouldn't matter, it'll work anyways. So that's going to be something I will be working on, but right now this is a show and tell video. If anybody if anybody has any information on what the model number is on this, because I'm very busy, I can't get at the computer right now to look it up. I probably will, but it won't be on this video here. If I can find out the model number of it, and I would feel better if that's the original antenna coil in the back. Okay, so that concludes this video. It's much longer than I wanted it to be. That's nothing new. So stay tuned for part 1 of, right now, we'll call it the Zenith Mystery Radio.